I was once a boy that was scared. A boy that's scared of people abandoning me. A boy that's scared of his friend suddenly would just leave him out of nowhere. So, what did he did? He simply started people pleasing here and there. He doesn't have his own opinion. He agrees with what everything his friends said. He followed. He doesn't stand his ground. He let peer pressure took over him. And he just want to look cool, look amazing in front of his friends because of he fearing not being accepted by people. He was scared. That is the root cause of all. But he also have the symptoms of people pleasing. So, what can you learn from this? Simple. I'll teach you three simple ways. Yet three ways to stop people pleasing once and for all. To stop being the guy that's following the friend group once and for all. And you become the leader of the friend group. Not just the leader to tell you to do this and that, but you become the one that do things together with your friends. You could be a leader and point fingers, or you could be a leader that shares responsibility. Number one, I want all of you to learn to say no. It might sound easy, but it's actually quite hard when you're exposed to peer pressure. When your friends come in and say, "Oh, just one round, Jason, just one more round, have some fun." You need to hold in. You need to hold in that thought. Don't let them influence you. You need to be who you are and hold your ground. And remember this. Always remember the reason why you say no. I want you to prioritize yourself in a way that if I want you to do something that is against your will, that's against your schedule, that's against you in general, say no. If it's not convenient to you, just say no. And it's okay to say no because you have your own life too. You don't want to be a slave to them. You never want to be. It's your life, it's your canvas. You are the artist, and you are the only one that's allowed to draw on that canvas because that is your life. I want you to learn to say no to the things that you think it's absurd. Just try it one time. If you really can't, just try it one time. You won't go wrong. And which, even if they say, "Oh, if you can't do this," or they don't friend you, which leads me to my second point, if that ever happens. A bird lays, bird sits on a tree, not because of the bird trusting the branch won't break, but the bird trusts its own wings to fly if the branch break. So we as human, we don't have friends because we are we trust them because we have the ability to if they don't want to friend me, I could just find someone else. Heck, you don't want to be my friend? That guy down the street maybe might be my friend. That guy down there might be my friend. God, there's 1,000 more people, millions of people that could be your friend. That's the mindset here. If you don't want to be my friend, sure, you could find people with similar interests. There's 1,000 millions more people with the same mindset with you. You could say that, oh yeah, I have a rare mindset. Let's say 1% of the world population have your mindset. And you take 1% of the world population, right? 8 billion times 1%. God, at least there'll be more than 1,000 people. There'll be more people that could be your friend. If they don't want to be your friend, sure, let it be. Because we have trust in ourselves to find more friends. We trust in ourselves to socialize, to know more people. Because remember, if they don't want to be it, so be it. And which leads me to my third point, third of today, is to be stoic. I want all of you to be stoic in a way that we can't control what they think of us. We can't control what they want us to do. And we can't control if they want to be our friends or not, right? I'm not, unless you take a knife and then point in front of them. But realistically speaking, they can't. Not that they can't. I mean, we can't control them. We can't control what they think. So the implementation of stoicism in this is that we need to be stoic. If they want to be our friend, sure, go ahead. And if they don't want to, sure, let it flow. Because if we were to try to control it, we try to prove them how good friends we are, then we just go back to our roots, people pleasing that we're trying to remove. So if they ever want to be your friends, you never try to prove them wrong. Trusting you is my choice. Proving me wrong is your action. If they want to break your trust, let them. If we can see their true character by one simple action, let it be. We can learn from it. And we know how to filter more friends down the line. Heck, that's a win for us. That's why we should embrace stoicism. And which bonus tip actually? Focus on yourself, especially if you have people pleasing. Because the reason why we people please is that we tend to, bend towards others. So one way for us to not bend towards others is we have to stand our ground no matter what happens. Because if you try to please every single one of the people, you will please no one. Because why? Because reputation is built on one thing: the consistency of your efforts, the consistency of your action, the consistency of your opinion. If you're very consistent with, being a on-time person, for example, like you're always on time and early, then of course your reputation will be built on you being early. You see it? If you have a reputation of standing your own ground and opinion, people like you more actually. Because they could see that this guy have his own opinion. This guy have his own traits, they like it. If you simply like, if someone says A and B and then you're swaying back and forth, no one like it. They'll say that, this guy contradicts himself. In which, if they were to think that you contradict himself, then your reputation will be very low, very bad, right? So then people pleasing eventually leads to having bad reputation. Even how hard you people please. Even you try to the maximum. Because with consistency of your opinion, consistency of everything, your reputation goes down. So what we're trying to build here is that we build our own ground, our own opinion, and we learn to say no. And while we focus on ourselves, you have our own ground. So we be consistent with our effort. So once that happens, our reputation goes up. Not just our reputation goes up. We feel better because we don't need to follow them. We draw our own life in our own canvas. So when that happens, you feel more fulfilled, you have better friends, and overall, your life will be better. And 3 things we need to take away. Number 1, we need to learn to say no. Number 2, we need to stand our ground. Trust in ourselves. Last but not least, be stoic. They want to leave us, let them be. And we be consistent with our own opinion to build our reputation. That's all for me today. See you tomorrow.